G'day, this is Mark. This is another video for my Pools Demystified playlist. What we're doing here, we're using a core drill. That orange is the motor, and the gold bit you see in front of it is actually the core drill, which drills out a core through concrete and Rio and steel. This is an infinity edge pool, so this is the tank down below where the water spills down to, and we're having to replace the auto refill system. A core drill like this can be used, for instance, if you're drilling fence posts, or again like we're going through here, and it just takes out a core of concrete. It cuts a circle, if you like, and takes a core out, which is exactly what you need when you're going to be doing some plumbing.
And here the core broke in two. You can see here, we hit a piece of Rio bar. You can see there the lines on the top of the reinforcement bar. But the core drill just went straight through that. It got a bit chunky at that point, but it just bit through the Rio bar as well. That's the concrete, and this is on the inside edge, and you can see that they've used an enormous amount of render on the outside here, this finish that had to be drilled through as well. So the core drilling is done from the inside. You can see here where it's broken through. It's nice and pretty how it's going to be, and out here it's a great job. So now we just need to plumb it up with a 40mm pipe. As you can see, the 40mm pipe, get rid of that glove, does actually fit quite loose in there. So I've got a 40x50 reducer, and I'm going to put that on the nose and put that in so that when I install it, when it comes through the other end, it'll be much bigger. And I'll just glue all of that in place. I'm going to use a combination of construction adhesive here in the back particularly to glue it and seal it. It's very strong, and I'll be using silicone at the front to seal it off. So I'll bring the pipe out and just connect it direct up to the pot here. The existing pipe, which is blocked, is that one there, and it runs on just a psycho path. We had a plumber out to try and clear it, run his little devices up there and so forth, and it runs like up here. There's just a huge wall. It runs back underneath that, so we can't access any of that, and then monstrous boulders here that it goes under here and here, and we do believe that the pipe has been crushed by those guys. But there's more than 6 meters of pipe and a huge number of elbows between this pot and the joining point there, and with crushed pipe as well. When the plumber actually blew the line out, there were 5 frogs came out this end and 5 frogs came out this end. He cut it off and disconnected under the hose there, and then reconnected again. So we know there was a whole heap of frogs in there, but he wasn't able to successfully blow it out, because when he left he said there was just a little trickle of water coming through, and I came on site about an hour later and there was nothing. It had blocked up again. So there was no long-term solution sticking with it, so we're going to go with the long-term solution, which is a new pipe through there, and not over 6 meters of pipe, but 1.5 to 2 meters of pipe running straight back here and into the pot. So the refill pot will be much more direct, and you can just put a garden hose down it to clear it from here on, so there'll be no more blocking issues. Okay, so the next stage is to work out your plumbing, and the goal here is not running under pressure. It's just going to be gravity feed from the refill pot there back into the pool. So what we need to do is just work out the least amount of elbows, and when it comes to being able to poke a garden hose through, a 45 degree is way better than a 90 degree, and we're actually going to be able to work that from here. We're going to come out where the hole is there, the core drill, and that straight bit of pipe will come to roughly there. We'll put a 45, and then that 45 will run to the pipe there, which comes out of the pot. So it's going to line up perfectly. You just need to plan it out. You just need to sit an elbow down so you can see how it looks, but that's going to run beautifully. Brand new piece of pipe. Then we'll just have the 90 coming down out of the pipe down to the right height. We'll cut it off. There'll be another 90 coming from the vertical back this way, but still we'll be able to clear that out without a problem, and that's how it's going to look.
So here's the pipe where it comes through the wall. Now I use construction adhesive there, or liquid nails, because it's much stronger, and just in case people are walking around on the garden or doing anything like that, I don't want the pipe to flex at that point. And then here on the inside I used a waterproof bonding silicone to get a good seal on the inside as well.
So there we go, we're all plumbed in now. Just the 145 there coming in through the wall, through the core drill hole, and looking good. We do have two 90s there, but we had to descend down that a little bit to get into the pot, so that we're going to live with though. We could always drive that out, and the bit that's in the middle is easy to drive through with a garden hose, so all good. That's going to work magnificently. And over the edge here, there's the pipe. As you know, that's a 40 by 50 joiner that's been glued on there to give it that fatter end, but looks the part. Looks perfect. Alright, so we're finishing up here now, just waiting for that glue there to dry. I just used liquid nails or construction adhesive this end, so I wanted it to be a lot stronger. The silicone on the other end where I was going for the seal, and when that's dry I'll then put silicone over the top of that as well, just to give an extra, make sure that it stays sealed, and that's it. In place, going to be working great, so happy with that. Job's done, we'll be able to get this pool spilling over the spillway again, and looking the part. And here I've turned it on and the water is streaming, pouring back into this tank, which it hasn't done the whole time I've been here, and is brilliant, exactly what we want.